Ronell Nolan, President, CEO, Health Agents for America, coming to you live this Monday. Lots of things happening, lots of new excitement happening on Capitol Hill, lots of things that are happening in our local states. I'm excited about our legislative team that we've put together, and then we have two brand new legislative vice chairs on our executive board, which is Holly Perry and Marie Goldbeck-Strunk, and they are going to knock it out the park, along with Bridget Gilbert, Pat Cassell, and Mike Papook. So I'm excited. We're working on legislative liaisons in each state. Some of you have been asked. The executive board has chosen some nominees, and I will be reaching out individually to you. However, if you don't hear from me, and maybe that's something that you're interested in, is just being boots on the ground, then, please reach out. Let me know that that's something you'd like to be involved with, because we absolutely can have more than one. But I'm excited. A lot of things are going to happen. We're going to need to continue to fight for our livelihoods, our commissions, our things that, that we need. Just got back from speaking at the Texas Association of Health Underwriters. I don't think it's TAHU anymore, it's TAHIP. But anyway, that was amazing. Spoke with their Texas president along with NAFA in a panel. And I believe we might have gotten our folks a little fired up about what we can do as agents and brokers, what we can do together as agents and brokers. So I'm looking forward to working with all associations and creating whatever collaboration that we can. We will be in Washington, D.C. in a couple of weeks with Texas and Michigan. Very excited about that. Working on setting up those appointments. It's always a chess game trying to get the folks to answer your emails and set the appointments, as they don't always set the appointments for the senator or congressman till, sometimes last minute, but doesn't matter. I know how the game is played. Today, Louisiana legislative session has started, and there's a couple of bills that we have automatically been concerned about. There's one that's going to be heard on Wednesday by Representative Wilder. That is a Commissioner of Insurance bill that's a little squirrely about talking about setting rates. We're having our attorneys take a look at it. We've been concerned about the state exchange user fee bill being put through. We haven't seen it clearly, and since no one is really talking about what the bill means and nobody will respond, we are having our legislative team and legal team take a look at the legislation. The other is SB 16 by Senator McMath, that basically says no one under 50 can buy a self-insured plan. It's being put forward from one specific insurance company to basically cut the competition from the other insurance companies. So I'm hoping that the other insurance companies that sell in Louisiana are going to step up, but agents and brokers need to definitely reach out to Senator McMath that employers in Louisiana deserve the option to pick whatever plan they want. I'm not sure why that would be legislated, why that would even be considered to be legislated, but never, nothing surprises me. CMS did release their face-to-face agent and broker conference that will be held June 24th in Washington, D.C. I think I have the date right. It'll be in the Monday Morning News. It was either 24th, 25th. But I believe it was the 24th. We will plan to have dinner with CMS like we always do. I'm going to encourage you, when the registration goes out, to attend. If you're not going to attend or you're unsure, make sure that you let CMS know that you're not going to come. The last time they hosted an event, many people didn't show up, and there were places that were taken for someone that someone else could have come, because they'll cut off the registration because they can only fit so many people in the auditorium. So I definitely want all the HAFA members to be there. I want you to meet the CMS folks. People have said, hey, is it worth going? Absolutely. You're going to meet Peter Nelson, the new person in charge. Who knows who might show up extra? Sure would be cool if, we had the RFK. I mean, who knows? You never know. You never know who's going to be there. So I'm definitely going to push for him to be there so we can meet him and hear what he has to say. But you're going to love Peter Nelson. And as I continue to say, nothing ever happened to Dean Mose. He is still there and will continue to be there. So excited about that. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Medicarians since I wasn't really in the right headspace to talk about it. That conference was phenomenal. And if you missed it, I would like to encourage you to go next year. Put it on your calendar. It's going to be on the at the Fontainebleau. I don't remember the exact dates, but we'll be there again. I'm hoping that again I'll be invited to speak. I enjoy speaking to the Medicarian agents. This year was a little interesting, a lot interesting. Because we have new administration at CMS, the travel, budget and things weren't set, so they didn't have any CMS representation. What they did have is prior brass from CMS that was there talking about what DOJ has done and some of the folks that have lost their jobs under DOJ. I'm going to say that I was very upset. I was very upset with what the gentleman said. I was sitting on the front row. He went into, that Republicans were not smart enough, basically, to create health policy. He also said the current administration didn't have experience, which is absolutely incorrect, and you will find that out when you meet the new brass at CMS. And I just really, really, really was about fed up because this person was involved with the things that happened to the innocent agents that lost their certifications, that have received their certifications back. He said the people that received their certifications were fraudulent agents, and it made him mad that they actually got their certifications back. So being your leader and being my typical self, I threw my purse down, threw my phone down, and all of a sudden there was a microphone in my hand. It was just like magic. It was just like someone knew I needed to say something. And I asked, where was your passion when all my agents, all my innocent agents, were losing their certification? And there was some stuttering and there was some talk about, I know you think the algorithms, took out good agents, but they had to take out good agents to take out bad agents, some shenanigans. There was some mention that HAFA had a lawsuit, which we do not. We absolutely have a legal fund. We have an attorney. We have an attorney that is working on things, but HAFA's name is not included. So if you see that video or you talk to this gentleman, he absolutely gave incorrect information from the stage. He does not know what he's talking about. So I absolutely spoke my piece, and I spoke up for agents and brokers because I am sick and tired of you being treated unfairly. But I also always talk about our tribe. Our tribe is phenomenal. Our agents are phenomenal. You blow my mind every day. You are the smartest people I've ever met in my life. I'm surrounded by the best of the best. I mean, the cream of the crop. And someone I talk about all the time who has my back tremendously, Trish Freeman. And after the former Brass's speech, she went up and said, I've got to hug you. And she said, I've got to hug you because she kicked your ass. And that meant so much to me because I wasn't thinking about it in that context. I was just thinking about, you know, I needed to speak up for you guys. But to have her stand up for you in the same way and stand up for me, she deserves a huge shout out, and you need to give her a huge hug when you see her at the HAFA conference. Not only that, but she took my speeches when I had to fly home because of Faith. She took over everything. She did an amazing job. So make sure that you go ahead and sign up for the Agent Summit for this early registration. We're going to have some secret guests there. I know you're going to be excited. Don't want to take a lot of your time this Monday, but I am here. I am fighting. I believe in you. I refuse to let anybody kick you any more than they kicked you in the last couple of years. There's new brass, there's new leadership, there's new people that are on your side. Sending you so much love, you just don't know. Have a great week. Ronell Nolan.